For all those that are in, can you hear me? How is the sound? Let me know. Thank you, Pepe. Pepe, you're really going to like this one. Again, just from the point of view of someone who appreciates what we do at a more technical level. I think this is going to be a live stream you're going to enjoy quite a bit. And likewise, so should many other people. But this is going to be a good one. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is Wednesday. The live stream is upon us, and this is going to be a good one. And today, I'm going to do the metaphorical of taking you guys from the groomer blues to a little bit of the black slope. I'm going to show you some of the things that are coming out into the new alpha that's going to be released soon. And really the thing that I want to focus on here is the things that I discussed yesterday, which is scouting with the money machine, that the alpha version is just the beginning. And there's so many things that are coming that are going to help you to become an excellent trader. And I am going to demonstrate all this to you today. So first of all, again, I want to say that we've had incredible feedback about our Uptick coffee. And all the premium subscribers that are here, all you have to do is let us know, and we will ship you a free one of these to our premium subscribers. And if you have not had it, it's really good, and I recommend it highly. And just want to make sure you guys know it's something that we started with a partner of ours in San Diego. This is, of course, not us, but we are a partner of theirs. They're friends of ours, and everything's made here in the USA. Patriot-run business that helps you get a little edge for the trading. Okay, let's jump in. I'm going to close this up. Okay, so I wanted to share something with everyone. You guys know that I tell you things that I do, partly just so that for those that want to participate, you can participate. For those that don't, you do not have to. I mentioned that I had been in USAR, and I've showed you guys the 401k position from around right here, really right around here, $9 something. So I written it up, down, and exploded higher. And today I sold at around 32. Okay. So from 9 to 32 made quite a bit of percentage return, because sometimes, and there's no formula is what I'm trying to say. Why did I sell today versus, let's say, when it was at 41 or whatever? And is it the right move? We will find out. But what I did was I pivoted from USAR, okay, which has 121 million in cash and a market cap of 3 billion, and I bought myself IRBT at $5. Okay, and there's robotics is a big thing. I'm in this one as well. Okay, I'm in this one right around $4. And IRBT, of course, they make the Roomba, but I think they've been in the game for quite a long time. And I'm just sharing that this was a breakout, above 5. I bought it right at 5, and it'll probably pull back. I mean, this is something big is going on. But just wanted to have you be aware of what it is that I am doing, so that if you want to participate in any way at your own risk, please feel free. So I'm simply disclosing that I, in my personal trading, am pivoted from USAR to iRobot. Okay. All right. As I mentioned to Pepe, we're going to dive deep into the money machine. For those of you that are not aware, the money machine is available in alpha. Let me bring up a web page real quick. Okay, so if you go to our web page, you can see Money Machine Alpha. So this is the version that has the money machine inside. Okay, you can download it, and it's only available to premium subscribers, but it is in alpha and it's there if you do not have it. What is the money machine? I'm going to give you a quick summary. It's an automated momentum-based trading system. Why is it so different and good? Let me explain. What the money machine will do is it will automatically get into things for you and manage the risk for you. And the way that it benefits your personal trading is not purely from the point of view of you thinking about, ooh, I'm going to turn this on, it's going to make me money. Of course, we hope that it will be able to do that as well. But what it allows you to do is it allows you to scout. Okay. So when you see this information right here, and lots of people have different ways of viewing this information, like here, SRFM, Sunshine Biopharma is doing something. Okay. You know, has big volume today, 2.3. Not sure if anything will happen, but again, just pointing it out. But you're not in it. So you do not feel anything until you are connected. What the money machine does is it allows you to practice getting into things. Like this is basically a range type of play. Okay, and look at this one right here. So BCRX, okay, up four times relative volume. I'm in this one. So here, okay, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna go to E-Trade, and I'm going to buy 1,000 shares at market, and I'm just going to do it. So I just bought it. And let's see, which one was I in? Hold on a second. MM4. And I did it because, and I'm not, I'm, by the way, not messing around. I just bought this real money because the money machine got me into this from this strategy. So I'm showing you how I transition. Okay, this is a very important thing. Eventually, this will be all automated, but I'm just saying right now, I'm like, okay, so BCRX looks fairly oversold to me. Okay, we're back. Everything went blank for a minute. Are you guys able to hear me? I just want to make sure that audio's coming in still. That was a little weird. Please let me know. Audio good? Can you hear me? Are you seeing what I'm doing? Hello, hello, hello. Feedback. What the fuck? I mean, people were I was talking to people. Can you see me, Steve?
I know, it's a blue screen.
Is it so right now it's a blue screen?
It says coming soon, waiting for TI trade.
But do you see I'm sharing?
No, I don't see your screen.
I'm sharing my screen right now.
Okay, well, you're sharing it, but nobody's seeing it. Hold on a second. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. I don't know why. Why am I not seeing this? Let me go back. Maybe you created another
No.
live. Hold on. No, you created a second live. That's what it was. I was on the wrong one. Okay.
Can you hear this one? Can you see this one?
Yeah. Okay.
But there's something wrong, dude. Nothing's happening. Steve? I'm gonna have to shut it down and restart it, I think.
No, I think you're good. You created 2 channels and people can see you and hear us on the other channel. So I think you just need to keep going.
But I'm asking people and no one's replying to me.
We can see and hear you. I see it. I see it on YouTube. We're all replying. You're all good. Just keep going.
But I can't see the replies. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at my screen. Hold on, guys. For all those that are listening, just bear with me. I'm working on trying to figure it out. See right here. Do you see my mouse, Steve?
Yeah. I don't know why they're not coming in there. They're coming in through YouTube. I look at the YouTube chat. So if you're able to look at the YouTube chat.
Can you give me a link to that so I can see it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, hold on a second. Steve's helping me. I just want to make sure that for some reason I cannot see or hear what's going on. I can't.
So you need to mute that YouTube channel now.
Where do I do that?
On YouTube.
All right, Steve. Here. Okay, guys, can you hear me? I'm just trying to figure it out, and for some reason, okay, now things are coming back. My goodness, and technical difficulties. This is so annoying. But everyone can hear me, I'm assuming. Just one more feedback. Okay. Very, very good. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. You know, technical bullshit. Like the whole screen went blank. Okay. So did everyone see what I did with BCRX? Let's just jump right back into it. I want to make sure that everyone was following. Okay. So I went long BCRX, and again, I'm not saying this is going to work, but these are the types of trades that I actually like to do. You know, I like to see if I can find a discount or something to that effect. Okay, net trade. I saw BCRX from the money machine, which I'm running right here. Okay. And I went into my E-Trade account and I bought it right here, and I'm down $13 in it. But I'm saying that this is one of the ways that I use the money machine as a scouting mechanism. It's way more important than simply you thinking, okay, well, I'm going to turn this on and it's going to make me money. Although, again, we are working towards that, of course. Of course. But what I'm saying is that the idea here is it helps you see things that you wouldn't have seen before. And I was making the example that when you watch alert situations, like here, I have a window of things that are moving, like rack space, you know, trying to break out. And I am actually in it also. But what I'm saying is I get into these things by seeing them on the money machine, and that is my transition right now. So IQ, you do not need a broker account to run the money machine on SIM. All you need to do is use one of our accounts, like in Brokerage Plus. Your TI paper trading account should be just fine, but you can create additional ones. There is no need for any brokerage connection to run the money machine. That's a good question. Okay. But no, you do not need to have a broker. The money machine is a fully internally composed simulated trading system that uses our brokerage technology, and it is already connected to live brokers, but we have not released that yet because we're still testing and doing lots of other things. So I want to show you guys again in this IQ, we are, everything in trade ideas is real time, and the money machine takes the whole concept of sim to the next level. Okay, let me go to Windows and go to privacy mode, and let me come over here real quick. Okay, so here I bought this in E-Trade from the money machine position right here. So I'm just showing you that this is a good way that you can do that. Colleen, I will do that 100%. I'm going to talk a lot about that, but there's something that everyone has to know. Okay. So the money machine chooses the stocks for you based on the settings that you select. And what I'm going to actually do here, let me do something for you guys. So we're in MM4. I'm going to stop it. Okay. I'm going to stop the money machine. I'm going to exit everything because this is in sim, so it's not a problem. Okay. Blank slate. I want to show everyone a couple of things that I want you to be aware of. Notice please, that I have several positions going. Okay. Several positions going. I have 3 positions tabs and I want to explain. So I'm running something in MM2. This is my E-Trade account and this is MM4. So I want you to be aware of the fact that you can do the same thing. You would have to say new and then just positions tab and it would open up. Palm and Sol, shoot an email to us. So like during the live stream, I typically don't get into like the nuts and bolts of it, but when you open up new and new brokerage plus, you see that right there? Once you open that up, a screen like this will open and there should be something like money machine settings. That's really what you need to do. And here's where Pepe, I want to show you what we're doing, what we've added. And this is a very powerful thing that I want everyone to understand that alpha versions of technology are early release technology. So we're giving you guys early release stuff. I go to money machine settings. This is my DM live stream. And I want to show you, Pepe, one of the ways that we are improving the trade selection. And so we have in this strategy section, and by the way, right now we're completely redoing this interface to make it easier to use and graphical. This is a kind of an advanced, selection technique here. So we have a bunch of pre-configured strategies for you, okay? And Big Momentum Rider, if you right click, you can go to configure. Okay. And these are the filters. So for example, between 2 and 150, and you can change that. I can say like 30. And maybe I can even say 1. So I have a max gap of 20%, but I can change that to like 10 so that it's not too extended. I want it up from the close, let's say 1% minimum, change from the open, just broader. 1%, change 2 minutes, maximum 10%. So that means it hasn't run too far, just high level. You can even say 5. I'm just showing you the flexibility of what you can do. And IQ, there's a few that are already built in, like what I'm showing you, but you can create your own as well. So relative volume in here, but here's where Pepe and others who are a little bit familiar with the tech. Notice please what you see right here that was not available before that we just added. And we actually have to do a little bit of a fix to this, but so notice S&P change 5-minute. This is a critical component to being able to automate strategies for you. And let me explain. And again, Pepe, you understand that we have this capability in the alert window, but we did not have it in the top list window. And we're kind of a little bit into the weeds of technology. But first, those of you that understand the difference between trade ideas, alerts, and top list, you will appreciate this. So let me show you something else. Hold on. I'm going to say spread. Add filter. So I'm going to put a maximum spread of 5 cents. We also just added this recently for Money Machine. This is so that sometimes these volatile stocks can be trading like 15% wide. You know, you can have a stock that's $1.20 on the bid, but $1.35 on the offer. And I don't want to lose 15 cents if I'm buying it at market. So this is a way you can filter that. But here's the key. So let's say I'm going long. I want a min change in the S&P of 5 minutes, just something like this. Does everybody understand what I'm doing? And I'm going to hit OK. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to hit save. I'm just going to see. Just adding a couple of things here. Save. And then I'm going to start. Did I? Oh, sorry. I want to make sure I have my settings the right way. MM4. Yep. Okay. So here we go. And now it's started. So what we're able. Staying alive. You're trading mobile 60 or 70% of the time. We're moving this to mobile, I will say, but that's not its first iteration. I mean, I think when you're trading mobile, it's very tricky to really take advantage of the things that are happening because mobile just doesn't give you the in my opinion only, of course, the proper way to view the amounts of data you need to view to pivot quickly. I'm not saying I'm against it, but I'm going to show you what we're doing on the mobile side. And this is all connected. So, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to show you. By the way, your question is great. We're going there. It's just not quite there yet. So, as I was saying before, what we have just added and what I wanted everyone to understand, and Pepe, I think this is really something that you will, again, appreciate, is this. Whoops, sorry, I have to, okay. Copy. Gonna go to new, top list window. I'm gonna bring this in. So this is basically just like this. This is my use things I'm trying to buy. Okay. And I'm coming in here. And what I'm trying to do is avoid things. I want to avoid buying these if the S&P all of a sudden starts to head lower. So it's kind of an insurance policy for me to make sure that the momentum wave that I'm getting into is something that has some positive momentum behind it, if that makes sense. Okay, so Niptop, you actually asked an interesting question. Niptop saying, how do you choose profile and strategy? And what we're actually going to be doing in the next move is we're going to make it simpler. Profile and strategy are going to be just combined. Okay. So this was our first idea of trying to figure out how to do this, so where you can like really create, you know, if you stop this, you can create your own and build a profile for it and stuff like that. But we're going to make it a lot simpler. So, IQ, you can create any kind of custom symbol list into a top list with short float. And right now we don't have the trade wave as a trigger here, but we have it in new in here, and we have said that we're working on bringing this to the money machine. So these are trade wave 5-minute buy signals. You know, you can see how they are working every 5 minutes. So right here, this just triggered. So everyone has this. There's so much stuff that we're doing, and we are working to integrate this into the money machine. It's just not there yet. But I want to make sure you guys know that if you want to see, for example, 5-minute trade wave buy signals, here's a way that you can do it. And, you know, again, we're working to bring that fully into the money machine. It's just not quite there yet. Okay. So going back, what did I want to really communicate today? Number one, remember, multiple money machine sessions. Okay. What am I doing here? And I want to talk about this one versus this one. Okay. So in this one, I have a full strategy running. I showed it to you guys. It's the big momentum rider, 3 positions, 2,500 per, etc. Okay. So what am I doing here? Okay, I want to show this to you because this is really cool, and we're going to work through a couple of examples together, and I'm going to show you why it's so important. So we have just added, and this is the next version of alpha that's coming up. So let's bring up this stock right here, okay? And this is 60 degrees pharmaceutical, volume pretty big, float small. So this is one of these things that's doing some, it's in play, okay? 4 times regular volume on 2.2 million shares. I'm going to take my alert and I'm going to bring it right here. Boom. So that just hit. Let's see if it appears. Because in this one, money machine settings, I'm using price alerts for entries. So what I'm doing is I'm working, and it just worked. Again, this is, we're continuing to test this. So guys, if some doesn't work exactly perfectly, do not worry. I think I know why this actually didn't work. Let me show you. So Pepe, again, work with me here. I want to show you something. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to create an alert for 74 above. And notice that here we added something new to your price alerts. And this is why nothing happened there. My price alerts. So this is money machine strategy, my price alerts. I'm going to hit save. Okay. And now if I bring this to here, it should theoretically pop in if I'm doing this the right way. So this is a strategy that I'm running, my price alerts. Again, remember you guys, I'm going to show you a couple of different things because there are times where it doesn't exactly perfectly work because we're just doing this sort of in real time. So right click, create price alert at 411. And I'm going to add it to my price alerts, save. And in theory, if this trades up to my alert, this should pop in right here. That's how all of these have been happening. So I want to go through a couple of them and see if I can hopefully demonstrate how it works. Nokia has been running, so let's do the same thing. Right click. So there's something very important that I want to share here. I talked about the really critical component to this technology and why it's so powerful, what I'm doing here. And I want to readdress this. Thank you, Pepe. I really appreciate that very much. I mean, so many things are in the works, you guys. I mean, we're innovating kind of at breakneck speed. Lots of stuff happening. And you're sort of seeing a little bit of like almost the cookie dough ice cream version of it, you know, versus the full baked cake. But we like that too, because this is a good opportunity to, you know, to get into it when that happens. And I'm showing you that here, you can use your own price alerts and set them specifically to the money machine or not, as how we could have done this. Pepe, this was really, again, I think based on your feedback exactly. So I just wanted to let you know that we did that. There was a question of how could IRBT at 8:15 a.m. this morning. So IRBT would have been found on, whoops, hold on a second. So this strategy that I'm trading right here, okay, let me just bring this one up right here. Okay, IRBT. This one was triggered in early sessions. You can see like I was up quite a bit. This is not how much I'm up right now, but I'm up quite a bit in it. And what I'm saying is this exact strategy, the big momentum rider, would have gotten you into IRBT right at the open. So not pre-market, but as soon as the market, whichever, I don't know what time zone IQ is talking about, but I'm saying that as soon as the market opens and as soon as IRBT started going, you would have been in it, like somewhere probably around here, I'm gonna guess 430, maybe like 4 right here. You know, in this case, there was no volatility, but a lot of times these big moves, they also pull back. But I bought it at 5, you know, like right at 7:05. I bought it right here, 3,000 shares. And I'm going to do something real quick here, you guys. Bear with me for a second. And I am, I believe, one of the very few people that does what I'm about to show you here. But here, just so you can see it, IRBT, current price 564, cost basis, so right around $5. Here, I'm up, I'm in it, and I saw it from the strategy that was being run on the money machine. If that makes any kind of sense to anyone. So I want to show you guys that, you know, I do actually do the things that I see here. And I really believe Ritwick, all of this stuff is automated. That's the whole point. you can have this thing completely go on your own. There's no manual stuff. And what I really wanted to touch back on, is the fact that the money machine, like here, what it's doing here, it's, it does entries, exits, it has a very tight risk metrics. See, like all the stops are automatically in, you can see them. Here also, by the way, this is an example where the stops move and become profit targets. See how it goes from, let me show you, like here, you see this is in red. That's a stop loss just because of the fact that we're negative in the position. But RGTZ was at a stop loss, but that stop loss has transformed into a profit target. And all of that is based on, these things right here that you can design for yourself. I mean, we give you the defaults, but you can certainly change it up for whatever you like. But I'm just showcasing the fact that there's a bunch of stuff that's going on here, is that you're getting in, but all the positions are being managed, okay, based on what's going on. And the idea is that lots of little trial and error, and sometimes, and this is the thing that I want to really showcase to everyone, is that a lot of our technology, people, there's this thing that people do with their minds where they want to do no work and get free money. And that's not really the way the world works. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to help you get to the position where you can see interesting things and value and take advantage of what you are seeing. And what the money machine simply does, and let's do this. I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to stop this. Stop. Flatten. Okay. So you see what I did? Stopped. I flattened it. And start from scratch. So these are the ones that we're in over here. Okay. These are my limit alerts that, again, some are hitting. I don't know why others aren't. But again, this is stuff that's new tech that we're bringing to market. So here I go. I'm going to start the money machine. I think I'm going to start the money machine. And here it is. It's getting back into iRobot, XCH, and Fossil. These things are the things that are making a move. Okay? They're the top three. So remember, we talked about you're in the momentum game. You're hunting momentum. And these are the momentum movers. That doesn't mean you're going to be profitable in them, but what it means is I'm just showing you what this technology is capable of doing. And its power is your ability to P&L gauge quickly, so that when you see something that might be interesting, you can then figure out a way to participate. Like for me, for example, I mean, this is a big move right here, but if this thing really breaks out, I can right click. And remember, I already have this, select to my price alerts, and boom. So I'm buying this breakout because I think that if that happens, then something really much bigger is going on. And that's the beauty of what you can do. And the nice thing here too is you can kind of hunt now. Like, see, like we have these things called position and range, and this is a list that I have called the super list. But these things are in play, in motion. And I'm going to give you guys right click, save and share to the cloud, copy, and give this to everybody so you can have it. Okay, so this is my super list. So let me show you what I'm doing, right? Okay, I want to give you some concepts here. So notice that GRO is, kind of in the lower area of today, but over its 3-month range, it's still pretty strong. And SIDU is kind of in a similar path. Like you can see what's going on. It's bounced, pulled back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click right to Steve Gomez's moving average and say my price alerts. Boom. And now the money machine in this tab that's running. And again, this is obviously, again, I'm not saying 100% that this is working because Brad and I were testing this earlier. It was today. I mean, some of this stuff I'm going to try to see. I'll do one more test here. OT, okay. I'm going to get rid of this, delete it. I'm going to go right here, right click, create an alert, my price alerts. And right there. See, again, in theory, and we've tested this, and Brad and I were working on this. It worked this morning. There's lots of different reasons for why it may or may not work when I'm doing these demos. And I give you guys tons of, examples when we do stuff and it's not perfect. But what I'm showing you is that I am putting myself in a position to, so let me talk about, again, the buying power efficiency and why this is so important. So on the chart, the trailing stops turn into kind of orange versus the red. Okay, so remember, guys, one of the important things of what I'm showing you here, okay, that I'm doing my own price alerts and you will have that capability, is that the money machine creates an efficiency for you with buying power by you putting in orders that can be connected to your broker, but they are not visible until the orders are sent. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, you have an account of $50,000. You could have $500,000 in open orders on our servers because you understand that they're not all going to get hit. And once they do start getting hit, your normal buying power will be the thing that dictates what you can and cannot get into. But you are basically able to be the most efficient player with the money machine because the buying power is not tied up in our open orders. Staying alive, you can completely customize whatever it is that you want in terms of what you want to get into, but the strategy concepts are similar. In other words, let me see if so I'm going to come over here. So I'm running this right now. So you guys see that I'm running it. I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to get out of these. I'm just going to go back to the question. So we have all of these settings. There's big momentum rider, downside thrust, upside pullback. I'm going to switch it to this one. And I think this is fine for now. So all of these are concepts, but each group is going to be different in the morning based on what is happening. So, and also has to do, like, when you turn it on, like if you turn it on 5 minutes after somebody else turns it on, everybody gets a different profile. So not everyone is chasing the same things over and over. Okay. So, and you can come over here and you can configure and you can modify once you know what these things are. And once you get, some understanding of how this works. But my point is that you can create your own, you can modify what we have. It's an incredibly flexible system. Okay, I'm going to hit save profile and start. And so this one, for example, is a totally different system than the one that we were doing before. This is the upside pickup. Again, just a different concept. It's almost like the metaphor would be, if you're on a golf course, okay, the metaphor is from the tee, you may hit a driver if it's a par 3, you know, whatever, some iron. But if you're getting closer to the green, then you're in the wedge sand, you know, the pitching wedge, the 9-iron, the 8-iron. This is the same thing, depending on when you start the day, depending on what's going on with the compare count. And I'm going to give everybody this so they can have it. Okay. Everyone will have a different experience, which is very customized to you. And lots of times, and I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to try. Bear with me for 1 second here. All right, I'm going to do a restart. Pepe, you've seen me do. Oh, no, I may not have to. May not have to do it. But by the way, Pepe, you, just so that I'm saying this to Pepe because he knows tech. You know, I'm on the Visual Studio version here, so I'm deep in testing weeds for everybody. I'm going to go here to new dot channel bar, open this up on another screen, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I like to do. Let's see if it comes up. Bear with me. And if not, I may just have to do a little restart. This is some of the stuff that happens when I do these demos. I do a test, and yeah, I think we got a boom. That's okay. Very few people would let anybody see what I'm doing here, the way I'm doing it. But that's a picture of me like from 2008 when I did a hike of Mount Whitney with my wife, who happens to be the CFO of Trade Ideas. So you guys got to see your favorite fintech CEO in person there. So I'm reloading the computer. Bear with me, please. Let's see here. I'm totally in stunt driving mode. Well, when you're in this kind of stuff, I mean, I can only say that it's one of these things that I wonder if I closed. I think I know what happened here. I do. All right, I'm gonna have to. Let's see here. I'm connected. Let me try something else, guys. Hold on a second, please. Problem is that this stuff is getting all updated in real time, and sometimes this is what happens when you run multiple versions of technology and you're trying to do demos and okay. All right. So let me see if I can switch channels here. Okay, this is actually exactly what I wanted to show you. So we're coming in here. Okay. So the way trading works, you guys, even with the best algorithms and the best card counting, and this is the demo that I wanted to really give so that everyone can appreciate it, okay? So let me show you. This is our AI channel, okay? And if you look at some of the things that we've done, okay? Here you got a wolf trade that is up 1,100%, okay? You got NUAI trade that's up 205%. This one's from 925. 10.3, you got a CCXW trade right here that if you held it, I mean, you're ran as high as 16. But these are very volatile names. These are names that that move quite a bit. And not every move happens the exact way and at the exact time that you think it should. And here's an example where we have a ton of system calls, okay? But if you look at what happened today in the market, I mean, just, you know, we've had huge moves, right? Like, boom. And you're talking about right here, I mean, the idea is that this thing could run, but this is a pullback. Notice we get you out instantly. Like we have your losses and risk parameters built in. And I want to just show what that looks like so that you can appreciate the fact that number one, TSLA. So here you've gone from 170, okay, to 133. Like you just filled the gap. I would be a buyer here, but I would have never known about this really unless I had the Trade Ideas AI kind of, again, like I said before, scout it for me. So this is one of the things that I do all the time as a trader is I look at these, and some of my biggest gainers are actually things that the AI got me into thinking but have pulled back. So I have this view right here where I look at everything. So there's an option of just profitable trades. In other words, you're not going to see it until it gets green, which is a very good way to be sort of risk-free. But I also look at this mode, and I want you guys to see this because here you're getting huge opportunities to potentially pick things up at great prices. Now this one, I mean, this one's ran quite a bit. This one never pulled back, but these like CSAI, that's the kind of like one, like, you know, I just have to be honest that the risk here, this is my risk profile. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to show you, go to E-Trade Connect. And I'm going to copy. And let's go to the account. So by the way, that BCRX that I bought, you know, up a little bit in it. And CSAI, I'm going to trade ticket. I'm going to go to 1,500, market buy, hit OK. And let's have that appear. Boom. Windows, privacy mode. So this is me showing you guys that it's not just all about simple, you know, like, ooh, this thing got me in and it got me profit. There is the man and machine together. You can see what's going on, right? Why is the AI bringing this up to you? 47 times relative volume. Huge stuff is going on, and you just bought potentially, like, look, my exit would be like, you know, maybe 10 cents lower, you know, so I would risk $150 to possibly make 1,500. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? So I bought based on the buy alert from the AI, but I saw it later. So this is an AI buy signal, and it got stopped out, and boom, boom, boom. I mean, this is huge momentum, and it just kept going lower, and I just bought it because the AI told me that there's this. I mean, this is already telling you something. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to make money, but I am simply saying that, hey, this is a great way that you should be using the AI yourself. And here the BCRX that I did the same exact thing in front of you guys. Bought this one for a totally different reason. Here we are. And here we are. And I'm in this one from the other day. All right. So what I want to do here, trade wave. Well, the trade wave on the 5-minute flag, like right here for BCRX. So remember, trade wave is in the charts. So anytime you come to a chart, you can see. So here, buy signal, sell signal. Sometimes, when the things like going like this, trade wave gets a little what I call signally for my liking. But this is all part of the thing. Make sure if you go to indicators, trade wave, if it's on, you will see it on the chart. Okay, so I have mine turned on. You go like Broadwind, for example. There's a buy signal, a sell signal, and an immediate buy signal right thereafter. Okay. All right, you guys, we're kind of at the end. The summary for today is AI for not simply blind following, but scouting. I'm just showing you how this CSI trade, and just keep an eye on this and say, hey, Dan showed me something maybe I didn't see before. The AI buy signal was right here because of this huge momentum move. But all throughout the day, it pulled back, and I just bought it, and now my risk is fairly low. I hope everyone can see that. So Arthur, great question. The stops of 3% is something that we defaulted by studying various things over and over and over again. And what we thought, based on what we saw, was that it's a good starting point, and it's something that you can adjust yourself. But the idea is that you're playing big wave riding here. I kind of like to use the metaphor. In Hawaii, nobody is paddling into the big waves. You need to be jet skied in. And the money machine and our AI are your jet ski with the tow rope. We're getting you in these, but as a result of us getting you in, you have to understand you're in a big wave. So we start you with 3% because sometimes, like let's be clear here. Let me see what I did with that. I turned that window off. Let me see it. Hold on. Because this is a very good question. When you're in this kind of area right here, so let's go to STI. Okay. So we did an STI buy signal at 1093. Okay. Let me just pull it back here. Just think about the volatility when you have a stock that moves 100% in a day. You have to be prepared to potentially exit and then re-enter. And that's something that people don't have a lot of practice doing, but something that we showcase all the time. So what I'm really trying to make sure everyone understands is this feed. This is an incredible feed, and it generates this type of, this type of data, NAK. Look at this buy signal. Boom, gap up, and look how far it went. It's still up 64%. But in order to catch these percents, you sometimes have to experience this volatility. MOB. So this is another one that's like very interesting to me. This is right up my alley. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with it, and I'm not getting into it yet. But this is one of these ones that, you know, you can basically buy 300 shares and set your stop, you know, 30 cents lower potentially, and you can see what you're playing. Okay, you're playing this bounce. Almost same trade pattern in every single stock today from the AI. And that happens. Okay, let's we're kind of at the end. Thank you, Ann. I really appreciated that comment. Let me finish off answering a few questions. It's 10 a.m. I mean, it's the top of the hour. The summary is you can use price alerts that you set for yourself as entry signals. There's something else that we've added. Again, it's not quite, dang it, no. Hold on a second. Something else that we added so that oh, sorry, I forgot, guys. I switched the versions because the other one was acting weird. Okay, so just but I'll still go over the summary. Scouting with the money machine, so you get into stuff. Depending on what the P&L does, it lets you then feel things that you otherwise would not have been able to feel because you're not in it. You can use price alerts to enter, and it's a huge buying power efficiency component because it lets you potentially get into a lot of things that your buying power wouldn't have allowed because the alerts are on our server. Okay. And you can now, in the new alpha that's going to be coming out hopefully next week or sometime thereafter, you will be able to also just buy stuff that you see, like from an alert window. Let's say you see something and you're like, ooh, this is something that I want to get into. And you either buy it or short it or whatever. The money machine will manage that for you in your money machine account. Okay. So, MOB, yeah. We don't like the beast, but again, lots of stuff happening. All right, you guys, last questions, and then we are done with our Wednesday live stream until next week. What do we got? Last couple of questions. By the way, I think today we're setting some sort of an attendance record, so really appreciative of everybody showing up here. All right, good. I'm glad we got all of that. If you have any questions about anything you've seen here today, please shoot a email to our support. They're incredible people, very knowledgeable with the software. Look at the possibilities that we hunt. Okay. I don't know what this is. I didn't get into it, but I'm just saying so much goes on in the market that most people just don't know. And Trade Ideas is the best place for you to see it. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next Wednesday, hopefully with more innovation and high-level performance. Talk to you soon. Bye.